Once again, welcome to geography class. This is the last class and we are going to have the discussion on the exercise of the chapter number 4, the air. So next, chapter number 4, air, topic number 6, that is the last topic. We are going to solve the exercise here. We are going to see the each and every question in a systematic manner. So let's proceed. First, the answer of the question number 1. A huge blanket of air that surrounds the earth called as atmosphere. So what's the question will be there? So the question is correct, which is coming in your mind. You are right. The question is, what is atmosphere? So the question is, what is atmosphere? And the answer of that question is, the huge blanket of the air surrounds the earth is called as atmosphere. I repeat, a huge blanket of air that surrounds the earth is called as atmosphere. Moving towards the second question. Which two gases makes the bulk of the atmosphere? Now you are having the assumption that the answer will come. No. Now the question is for you. Answer you have to think. First, which two gases makes the bulk of the atmosphere? When we were studying the composition of atmosphere, at that time we have discussed the two gases, right? So the name of the two gases we are going to see. What are the two gases? Have a look. So here 78% and 21%, right? So nitrogen and oxygen are the two gases which are in bulk of the atmosphere. So the nitrogen and oxygen are the two gases which make up the bulk of atmosphere. Percentage wise 78 and 21%. Moving towards the third question. Which gas creates greenhouse effect in the atmosphere? So which is that gas? That's the CO2. Answer CO2, carbon dioxide. Moving towards the next question. What is weather? So what is weather? It's a day-to-day or hour-to-hour atmospheric condition that is going to be called as weather. Weather is the hour-to-hour or a day-to-day condition of the atmosphere that is going to be called as weather. Next, question number 5. Name 3 types of rainfall. So what are the 3 types of rainfall? You have to write here. Answer. The 3 types of rainfalls are here only. Cyclonic rainfall, relief rainfall and conventional rainfall. So the 3 types of rainfalls are there. First one cyclonic rainfall, second one is relief or orographic rainfall and third one conventional rainfall. You can write your answer in your own way also. So the last question, what is air pressure? Air pressure is defined as the pressure exerted by the weight of air on the earth's surface. Okay? What is air pressure? By teaching only, I made you to tick that particular point, what is air pressure. Going to your interesting point, where one question is here and 3 or 4 options are there and you have to choose one of them. You are likely tick the correct answer. Take the correct answer. First one, which of the following gases protect us from the sun rays? So A, B and C. Here we are having the 3 options. Out of them we have to choose which rays are protecting us from the harmful of the sun, from the harmful rays of the sun are coming. So which particular gas is going to protect us? So carbon dioxide is protecting us, nitrogen or ozone. So the correct answer is ozone. C. Okay, correct answer is C, ozone. Moving toward the second question. The most important layer of atmosphere. Now you are seeing here A, B and C. Troposphere, thermosphere and mesosphere. Out of these three, which is the most important? So the A, troposphere is the most important. A, troposphere. Moving to the third, take the correct answer. Third one, which of the following layers of the atmosphere is free from cloud? So here options troposphere, stratosphere and mesosphere. Out of these three layers of atmosphere, which one is ideal for flying the aeroplane? So the answer is troposphere. B, troposphere. Your answer B, troposphere. Going towards fourth. As we go up the layers of atmosphere, the pressure will increase or decrease, or it is going to be remain same. So as we are moving up, so the pressure is decreasing. So let's take the answer, it's correct or not. So the pressure is decreasing. Option number B, decreasing. Next, when precipitation comes down to earth in the liquid form, it is called as cloud, or it is called as rain, or it is called as snow. So the correct answer in the liquid form, rain. So rain is the correct answer. So B, rain is the correct answer. Okay. Next, we are moving towards the discussion on the match the following. Please see it carefully first. Match the following. Then after we are going to have the tick mark on the correct answers. Match the following. First one, see the option 1, 2, 3, 4. Because of this presentation, this horizontal movement of air, it moved here, but this is a part of this one. Okay? Incoming solar energy, this is a part of here. So from the textbook you can clarify this. So because of the font size, it's a little bit mismatching. So first A, trade winds. I am reading for you, so it's going to be clear to you. First trade wind, low, monsoon and wind. We are having 1, 2, 3, 4. This movement of air is a part of this horizontal. Okay? And here A, B, C, D, E, F. Options are here 4. And answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of the 6, 2 you should not take. So after that you should first clear to the concept. So the concept, first we are having trade wind. So what are trade winds? So trade winds are from here E. That's a permanent wind. Trade winds are permanent wind because they are moving in a particular direction only. At the western side, otherwise at the eastern side throughout the year. So they are called as trade winds or permanent wind. So trade wind, the correct answer is permanent wind. Then the second one, low. So what is low? it's a local wind which is blowing at a summer season in the northern plains of India. So Lou, second. So we are coming here. So the local wind is the answer. The next we are having the third one, monsoon. So monsoon is a seasonal wind. Right? At a particular season, the monsoon wind used to come to India. Basically, rainy season start with the help of monsoon. If monsoon wind will not come in India, so the rainy season is not going to be there in India. Next, wind. So what is wind? So wind means what? It's a horizontal movement of the air, or it's a layer of ozone gas, or it's an incoming solar energy. What is that? So the correct answer is the horizontal movement of air. That is called as wind. Once again I will repeat for you. Trade winds. Correct answer is permanent wind. Low, local wind. Monsoon, seasonal wind. Wind, horizontal movement of air. This incoming solar energy is not the correct answer. Layers of ozone gas is not the correct answer. So this match the following is also over, and already I told you how to write the answer. Trade wind and its correct answer permanent wind. You have to write in front of that. In your notebook you have to do like that. Don't write the question. Then moving towards the next question. That give reason. Give reason. Wet clothes take longer time to dry on humid day. So on a humid day we are having the clothes which are not going to be dry properly. They are taking too much time. And the reason I place this much big. This give reason, no need to write in the notebook, but for your understanding part I have placed here. First, wet clothes take longer time to dry on a humid day. When the humid day will be there, already in the atmosphere the humidity will be there. So evaporation process is going to be very slow. So how the clothes are going to be dried? Okay. The next point is about on a humid day the air is full of water vapor, and so on a humid day the air is full of water vapor, hence the evaporation is very slow. This is the reason why wet clothes take longer time to dry on humid day. So whenever the humid day will be there, basically it's happened in the rainy season, so the clothes are taking too much time to dry. So that's the reason. Then moving towards the next reason. Amount of insolation decreased from the equator towards the pole. So this is the long answer. You should not copy it down this, but for your explanation part I kept here. Due to so insolation come through the vertical rays on equator, right? So if earth is there, so sun rays are coming, so vertical rays, so directly reaching here, right, and slanting at the polar region. So insolation comes through the vertical rays on equator, thus it covers the less space, but we feel more heat because they are direct. There, when it goes up from the equator toward the poles, so the sun rays are becoming slanting. When it is coming so straight, then when they are reaching to the poles, so the sun rays are slanting. They are covering a large area, right? So needless to say that the slanting rays come on the earth covering longer distance, although these slanting rays eat up more space and the degree of hotness is felt less. This is the reason why the amount of insolation is going to be decreased from the equator towards the pole. Okay? You can write it if you wish. If you don't write, no problem at all. Now next, let's summarization. So our chapter is over. we are having only the recapitulation of the chapter. In the recapitulation part, we are going to see about, first we have seen the story from this chapter, the atmosphere. The atmosphere. After that, we had seen the composition of atmosphere. The composition of atmosphere, in that we had seen which gases in a huge quantity and which gases are in very less. So we have seen the nitrogen and oxygen, they are in bulk, and rest of the other gases are only 1%. After that, what we have seen about the weather and climate topic. After that, we have seen the cyclonic topic and we have seen the wind system. And the last topic, the types of rainfall, that's a moisture topic. So lastly, I want to tell to each and every one of you that this summarization part is very important to understand about that, how the step by step the chapter flow chart is coming down, right? So I request you all to do the question answer in your notebook, and after that, whatever the topic we have studied that has been over here, I request each and everyone to do the question answers very properly and write the answers by your own. If you are still facing any doubt, please let me know that. We are going to take that concept in the upcoming presentation. Our fourth chapter, the year is over. The year is very important, rainfall is very important, weather is very important. The climate of any place is going to affect our body in a very, very effective way. So by covering all the topic, our chapter is over here. I request each and everyone to write the question answers in your own words only. Don't copy it down from the net. Don't copy it down from any slide presentation. Whatever I have given to you, take that as a reference and frame it into your own sentence. After that, the diagram, whatever I have given to you, please draw properly. And lastly, I want to say you thank you. Thank you to each and everyone for watching the video. Be safe and be secure at your home, and Jai Hind.